Welcome to this video on creating liners in Bionic contest from Broadcast Bionics. A liner is something you can use to either promote a contest in another program. For example, you've made a big contest to win $1 million and you've written your script for the presenter when you created the contest, but then you want your afternoon and evening shows to promote that the competition exists. You could use a liner to write that script for them. Or you can use liners as complete standalone items. So maybe you've agreed with a local company that you will do a live read sponsorship item for them, and you can use the liners to create that script for the presenter and then make sure that your on-air teams keep a record of how many times the script has been read. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you are on the liners tab, and on here you will see all the liners that are currently active. You can search through them here if you have a lot, and if you tick the include historic, you can find every liner that's ever been written. So if you want to recycle a script you've used before and just update it a bit, you can find that there. To create a new liner, simply press the plus icon, and then the liner box will appear. So in here we're going to name our campaign. So let's pretend it's for a local crisp or potato chip company. And then in the reads required, we enter the number of times we've agreed with our client that the item is going to be read out on air. The start date and the end date are the times between which we can schedule the item. So the earliest date we want it to be read out, let's say, is on Sunday the 31st, and if it shouldn't be read out before a certain time, we can adjust these sliders to get it to a certain time, or we can just skip to now if that's easier, then press done to save, and do the same with the end. So maybe it's got to be read out over the course of a month. If the liner is linked to an existing contest, so it's promoting a big competition that you've got, then you can connect them here by using this drop down. But if it's a standalone item, then we'll just say it's not related. The recording required box can be checked if the client does need a recording as proof. At the moment, this is just for information only. It doesn't trigger a flag anywhere else in the system. And then in the script, you're going to write your script. You can adjust the font and the size, and you can also put in links to websites if needed. So I've written a script for the presenter, and this will appear on the presenter's screen when the liner is scheduled. And if there are any additional notes, I can put them into this box. Once you're happy that all of the information is correct and that you have linked it to the contest if you need, or left it blank if it's standalone, then press create. And now your liner is created. All you need to do is schedule it to make sure it appears on screen at the right time for the presenter, and we'll cover that in a separate video. I hope that helps, and I look forward to seeing you on a future training.